Week 17, Day 1. A plan to fool the Nazis. This word, fool, means to trick. This is an article about a plan to trick the Nazis. One of the truly remarkable stories of World War II concerns a ruse that was perpetrated with such consummate skill that it saved the lives of many Allied troops and helped to shorten the war. A very long sentence. We'll take it a piece at a time. One of the truly remarkable stories of World War II concerns a ruse. That means a trick, something that's made up that's not true. And this ruse was perpetrated. That means it was committed. And the word perpetrated means when you do something that's not good. We never use perpetrated about something that's good. It's always something that's bad. So this ruse was perpetrated with such consummate skill. Consummate in this case means perfect skill, well done. The word consummate can also be pronounced with the same spelling, consummate, which in that case it would be a verb, and that means to complete something or bring it to fulfillment. For example, a marriage is consummated, brought to fulfillment, when a man and a woman come together sexually. So they consummate their marriage. But consummate skill, in this case, it's an adjective, and it means extremely good or perfect skill. All right, let's try to make that a simple sentence. It's a remarkable story that happened in World War II, and it concerns a trick that was committed with such perfect skill that it saved the lives of many Allied troops. Allied troops are the ones that were on the side of the United States, all the nations that were joined with them. And it helped to shorten the war. The simple, bold, and ingenious subterfuge which British officers concocted is the subject of Ewan Montague's classic, The Man Who Never Was. All right, let's break that down. The simple, bold, and ingenious subterfuge. That is another word for ruse. It's a scheme, a deception, a trick, but it's simple, it's bold, and it's ingenious, meaning it's brilliant. It's a really good idea. And it was concocted, thought of, made up by British soldiers. And it is the subject, meaning it was written about. It's the subject of Ewan Montague's classic book. Ewan Montague is the author, and he wrote this book about this ruse or trick or subterfuge. And the name of the book is The Man Who Never Was. In short, when we start a sentence with in short, it just means here's the short version of the story. I'm not going to tell the long part. I'm going to tell the short version. In short, the idea was to plant fallacious documents concerning the Allied invasion of Europe upon a dead officer. I'm going to pause there, even though the sentence isn't finished, and back up. The whole idea behind this ruse or trick or subterfuge was to plant fallacious documents. Plant, that means to put on, like you put a seed in the ground. If you plant fallacious documents, you're putting false documents. Fallacious means false, not true. Documents are papers that have important information in them. So the plan is to put false documents concerning the Allied invasion of Europe on a dead officer. An officer is someone with a high rank in the military, so you would expect them to be carrying important information. So if you put a document somewhere in the pocket, you plant it there on the body of an officer who's already died in the war, he's dead, somebody's going to find it. Okay? So let me finish reading this sentence. So they plant it on the dead officer. They have his body recovered by agents who would transmit the false information to Germany and then observe the effects of the plan. All right, so the documents are on his body. Then his body is discovered or found by agents, people who are usually spies for the enemy, okay? And they're going to transmit or send that false information to Germany because they're going to think it's true information. They're going to think, oh, now we know how they're going to do the war next. What is their strategy? So they're going to send that information to Germany, and in the meantime, the Allied forces will watch to see what happens because, of course, it's not true information.